Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video, we're going to have a look at the crypto market, some huge news to cover off. If you enjoy this sort of content, mash up the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tap in that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. Right, let's get down to the desktop. So we're going to start on CoinMarketCap. Now the total market cap of all crypto is down 3.67% at the time of recording at $953.18 billion. Bitcoin hovering beneath $20,000 now at $19,726.95, down 0.81% in the last 24 hours, but 6.23% in the last 7 days. Ethereum down 4.74% at the time of recording in the last 24 hours, 15.79% down in the last 7 days at 1,451.17. So, the markets are really volatile, but I think we need to have a look at some of the regulation stuff that's, coming to light here, right? And particularly out of the White House. So, I know that a lot of people are watching from all around the world, but I think there's a saying when it comes to China, for example, when China sneezes, the rest of the world gets a cold. And I think you could say something very similar for the US as well, right? And particularly when it comes to cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. Now, this is basically a fact sheet White House released, first ever comprehensive framework for the Responsibility Department of Digital Assets. So I think this is really important to be looking at. And basically, if we scroll down here, the report encourages regulators like the Security and Exchange Commission, the SEC, God help us all, and the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, the CFTC, consistent with their mandates to aggressively pursue investigations and enforcement action against unlawful practices in the digital asset space. So basically, the way that I read into this is nothing is changing. We should expect some more SEC lawsuits to be going towards, projects that, in my opinion, aren't really doing anything wrong. But, I'm not an expert when it comes to these regulatory things. And I think, really one of the things that they should have been encouraging was, I guess a framework or some clarity for companies that are working in this space rather than just enforcement. The report encourages Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the CFPB, and Federal Trade Commission, FTC, as appropriate to redouble their efforts to monitor consumer complaints and to enforce against unfair, disruptive or abusive practices. So I think that, again, is something that, is a positive, right? I think that's really something that needs to be put forward and pushed forward, I guess. What I would really like to see is some action taken against social platforms that are not, putting in practices to support with stopping people getting scammed and stuff like that. There's lots of bot activity that should be, regulated out of this space, right? Through, better, I guess, social platform mechanics, I guess, is probably the best way to put it. The report encourages agencies to issue guidance and rules to address current and emerging risks in the digital asset ecosystem. I think they should be, encouraged, the agencies, to issue guidance for the actual space entirely, in my opinion. Regulatory and law enforcement agencies are also urged to collaborate to address acute digital asset risk facing consumers, investors, and businesses. In addition, agencies are encouraged to share data on consumer complaints regarding digital assets. So again, I like a lot of this stuff. The Financial Literacy Education Commission, FLEC, will lead public awareness efforts to help consumers understand the risks involved with digital assets, identify common fraudulent practices, and learn how to report misconduct. So I think this stuff is, really important. I think it's, good to cover off, and I think it's one, it's stuff that we should be aware of, because this space at the moment, is riddled with lots of bad actors and stuff like that. So I like some of the stuff that I'm seeing here. One of the things that I think is missing is the clarity and the guidance to the companies in the space. I don't think that there's like a Howey test for cryptocurrency. I think that should be where we start, in my opinion. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on this, and whether you align or you don't align with what I've just said. Really interested to get your views and opinions. And the final thing that I want to cover off is the environmental groups, planning to spend another 1 million on ads for Bitcoin code change after the Ethereum merge. So, this was always going to be a thing for me that was going to happen. I could see this coming a mile off. So I'm not surprised to see this, but, that money for me will be well spent. I'd like to see Bitcoin make that change. I think it's an important change to make. It's a change that I think will benefit the world generally, but, it fits that agenda, right? I kind of feel like, and I've mentioned this before, that regulations are not going to be good or positive for Bitcoin. So, again, let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on that in the comments below. Really interested to know. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.